What's up, baby dolls? For another juicy update, you are bringing yourself back here, and I now have another candle, same Shutterby. The other one actually ran out. I'm going to light it again, okay? I'm lighting it again. So we ran out of the other one. So I'm just going to keep lighting these candles, and I've got Mr. Greeny McGreen candle here. We have double the candle power, praying to all the saints to make it. If I show you the price action for PulseChain, which is actually fascinating, during this period of time, when I made my video, we reversed most of the move. Funny enough, okay, friends, literally, we don't have much to recover the whole move. We've only got like 10 to 13%, which is kind of crazy, man. 10 to 13% on Pulse actually recovers this whole move to make it go by. Now, I'm going to go through some tweets and updates. Everyone in the PulseChain community is obviously watching. We're even going to go through a Richard Hart tweet again. He's done another tweet out here. Of course, it all makes sense now how the PDI stuff is meant to happen. Now, friends, also, it's kind of funny. During the times, because in the past few hours, I just had to pop out a bit at home. During that time, the most extreme FUD messages on Telegram, on Twitter, there's posts from every single Twitter influencer and stuff. During those soy cries, if they just clicked buy, they'd be in profit, which is kind of funny. They all went out. They're all coming out. So I'm going to go through it here one by one, friends, as well. Man, I'm just going to show you the Go Pulse update just to refresh it. Man, these things were saying 50% before. I'm almost like, I came home and I was in shock just to see this, okay? So let's go through it. So Richard Hart, he did make another follow-up tweet. He says, if the haters really wanted to get me down, they could raise more than the 27 million I did for medical research. So yeah, Finland government, last time I checked, I don't think violent criminals are raising $27 million for charity, okay? Soy cucks. So also he said, I've written free self-help books, better than my sci-fi and fix the world. I've worked in the courts for legal precedent for peer-to-peer publishing software. I found things that worked flawlessly and become valuable. I've installed bidets for their mothers. Yes, talk about plugging, friends. That's why a lot of people thought, oh, wow, is this another PDI thing? Having fun. He also continues, nothing makes haters angrier than success. Also funny, in a lot of these socialist countries, yeah, they hate just capitalism and stuff. They really do. He goes, every time they think of you, it reminds them of how they're not doing half of what they could. They let themselves down. They let their families down. It's easier for them to tear down others than to rise themselves up. Hate is a poor substitute for progress. Why settle for being wanted when you can be the most wanted? Here we go. I really do the best I can to make the world a better place. And I must say the world can be pretty unkind to folks making a difference. First, they ignore you, then they laugh, then they fight you, then you win. Win is in my name and winning is in my blood. That's why I always have Richard Hart win, Shane Hart win as well, right? Think about how much we've accomplished, and it seems like someone up above must want it to happen. There's too much serial success for it to be an accident. Here we have out. He shout to Lil Don Don as well, believing something. Everyone coming out. Shout out to my friend, Mr. DJ and Shitcoiner, Renit. Somi, didn't you always say that Gandhi quote? Yes, first they ignore, then they laugh, then they fight, then you win. Yeah, we're in a clearly then they fight you phase, which is what I've been very, very adamant about for this whole cycle. Also, Martini guy, not that Martini guy, our storyteller Martini. Martini has been showing a lot of bridge action. Friends, actually bring it up. As these dump happened, man, friends, didn't I tell you abundance mindset? Did I not tell you? As this dump happened, a lot of people clogged the bridge to bridge in and buy the dump. Check it out. Like you wouldn't believe it, would you? You'd think like, oh no, that's FUD. They're probably leaving. No, friends. It's yeah, it's actually true, man. It's actually true. Like all transactions, another 250K people are actually, they came in, they clogged it. So we have these bridges getting stuck. This is 6 hours ago. It's kind of funny, right? And then we actually did do the move up. So you can see right here, actually did this move up. So yeah, it looks like we did respect this triangle thing, friends, and this price action. I'll go through some other things as well, just to go through, just to continue. Shout out to everybody else out there in the community. This is where I've told the Interpol, go truck yourself. The Interpol, come on, bro. Like it's clearly an attack by the Matrix, friends. Like the guy who donated $27 million for charity, who could have rug pulled $670 million of ETH. You're expecting me to believe he took some little shit-faced 16-year-old kid. By the way, kid probably deserved it. I'm being honest, okay? What's a 16-year-old kid doing trying to poke someone else out there? So it's kind of funny. I saw, by the way, all in the comments, everyone's thinking that same way. That doesn't make any sense, dude. Guys have lifted a finger to anybody. Oh, I just randomly bashing a 16-year-old kid. That's socialists and communists, friends. That's how they think. They think if you're evading taxes, which they're not owed anyway because they don't own the blockchain, if you're evading taxes, they think it's a violent crime. You see, that's how they see it. It's literally, you know how all these woke people, they say, my body, my choice, and they always joke to the Republicans saying, oh, your body, my choice. They make that joke as like the fearmonger, the leftists. Yeah, no, actually, that's what socialists and communists do. It goes like, basically, your profits, my winnings. Your profits, my winnings. That's this type of sick, demented reality that they live in. I've also seen there's a lot of support, like an intense amount of support coming out up here. Also, so Bretep, who is the PulseChain dev, he's actually replied, love this man. I'm actually going to show you right now. Shout out to Brett as well. So friends, what I do is whenever there's community notes, there's usually some cuck. The OP is currently wanted, blah, 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 always here. So what I normally do is, you rated this as not helpful. I always do this. There's always some loser who does it out here, dude. Like you're literally like your Uncle Peter Schiff when Bitcoin is like, $400 going, nah, still expensive. It's literally the exact same thing appearing in the universe. So I wonder, man, if we're going to recover this. Man, that'll be... Telling your friends, it's like, it's abundance mindset. Remember I told you, like, all these... Kind of funny, man. Guys, you watch all my videos. I just didn't think it would happen like this. You watch all my videos, man. All my videos, friends. You just type in abundance mindset. Okay? They just come up. Here you go. Abundance mindset. Big impact. The spear rising. Okay? Just all of these videos reference abundance mindset everywhere. Life-changing wealth. Okay? All of these. Man, that's nuts. I've been talking about it all year. And I told you, like, you can't see the buyers out there, but they're out there. It's abundance mindset. When there's big red candles, they just come and appear out of nowhere. Because it's mindshare, man. It's mindshare. Friends, here's the thing, man. Like, you guys have never seen... You will see it. Actually, no, some of you have seen it. If a big fat capitulation candle happens... Well, let's say a Morad coin. You know what? One of Morad coins? Let's say Giga. Remember Giga dropped 80%? Imagine a hacker stole 3 of the biggest whale wallets and they dropped the coin down 99% for Giga. And then you and I could buy in for like a whole day at minus 98% discount. So you probably have no big position. You'd probably buy in and you're like, you know what? We can get through this FUD. It's like you want to be a community takeover yourself on it. You know what I mean? Even though it's not really a community takeover, but you think, oh, I see value in this now because you bought low. Now you're bullish on it. You see? Now you got a position. Why weren't you as bullish before? Because you weren't long. Okay, it's the exact same thing that we're seeing here. So now we're having some fun here. It's time for the PulseChain community to end all dividing tensions, come together and fight the government of Finland, the soy FUD. Yeah! So, of course, put the PDI logo here, friends. We're having fun here. Like, we threw some matrix programming. We just believe that the Finland and the Estrogen Union government, they're trying to FUD PDI, friends. That's pretty much what they want. They took down Richard Hart, trying to take down Richard Hart, just so they can get a PDI post out here. There's all this junk out here. Tax avoidance. Friends, they literally, this is how retarded the Finland government is. By the way, the government's retarded. They literally think the sacrifice raise is an income for a business entity, a profit. So they think it's theirs. They think they're owed 500 million euros. No, bro. Hey, Finland government, okay? I got some breaking news for you, okay? 1/3 of my sacrifice is not your income, okay? You can go and suck a fat one. Over my dead body, do you think you're getting, 1/3 of my income? Yeah, suck it. Go call up Donald. Hey, Donald, can we get 1/3 of every American's money into our bank account? He'll tell you to go eat it. Now, speaking of mindshare and everything else, friends, I want you to remember, what are strong fundamentals in crypto, okay? Answer is long-term attention. All right? Your friend Swami Gospel Principles. Strong fundamentals is long-term attention, okay? Weak fundamentals is only short-term, okay? If you have fundamentals, you have attention in the first place. If you have no fundamentals, you got no attention. No one knows about you. No one cares about you, okay? So it's just marketing and branding, right? Like, you can have the best burger in the world, But if only you operate from your little van in like a little alleyway, compared to the whole world, what's your market cap of your business? Nothing. Okay, what about McDonald's? Everyone knows what the McDonald's Big Mac looks like. They know about the golden arches, yeah? It was the same thing in crypto. Okay, so the key word is long-term here, long-term attention. So first you need attention, and people just try to get short-term. They're like, hey, look at me, I'm going to do some weird stuff, okay? Long-term attention wins. Therefore, weak fundamentals is short-term attention, like Hawk Tour Girl. Like, hey, I'm funny for a weekend, okay? Doesn't matter how popular they get. You need long-term stickiness. With consistency and persistency, the time, the effort, application of that over time, you get the long-term growth. That's why when you're looking at these logos of PulseChain fans, it's not just Richard Hart. Even though Richard's off, yeah, we know, we're not stupid. Yeah, it's like a big pivotal part, but it's not just him. There's 72 content creators. There's 72 streamers, doxed faces. There's 170 content creators. There's all these network effects all around the world, you see? So they're bigger than just one person. It adds to the long-term effect of it. That's why when people first came across and they saw Hex, they couldn't possibly believe that this could have long-term attention. Yeah, but they were wrong. It was the unicorn case. Like, you know what? Yeah, 99 times out of 100, you're right. But then again, 99 times out of 100, if you faded Bitcoin or Bitcoin-like new investments, you were right as well. It's just if you missed Bitcoin, you missed the life-changing returns one. Same as Hex. Okay, same as all these other opportunities. But obviously, let's see how the bull market plays out, right? So now I'm just going to go through other price charts just so we can have a peek over here. This is PulseX, friends. This is wild, right? I'm going to delete this little box here because you know it's cheap, but it went, look, see, man, this is crazy, man. It's still green on the weekly super trend. This is the weekly. Even if we go to Pulse, PLS, okay, let's change it on a weekly. It momentarily flipped red at the bottom and it's bounced back up. Man, that's wild. Look, man, look, I'm going to show you, with your consent, in a very family-friendly way, I'm going to show you 2017's run for Bitcoin with its weekly super trend. Look how many close calls there were. You thought it was over here. You thought it was over here. See how close they were, man? You thought it was over here. Here, this was China banning, by the way. These are China, evil scum China banning again. Then it flipped red here. It bounced. You see that? Look at these close calls all the way. Didn't I tell you it's a believer's cycle, man? And even back here. And then the biggest alt season happened. The very, very end, friends, biggest alt season happened. That's why what we might actually find is all these random news event fuzz. Let's go to Bitcoin right now. We might find, yeah, throughout time, you never know, friends. These things wick down. It comes back up. Wick down. And you just see this gliding up of this weekly super trend. Maybe that's what happens. And then Bitcoin's price is going up. Remember, this thing is a weekly super trend coming up. And then you might just get to something like that. You know, look, if it's a believer's cycle, that's kind of what it implies, right? But by the way, like, who said it's a believer's cycle? I did. I said it's a believe in something cycle. That's what I can feel the mantra is. PulseChain, hold on. We're going to the moon. Kind of funny to see it bounce. Man, it's kind of fun. Guys, you keep making the same mistake, man. Save your breath. You love writing the essays about, it's like, not all of you, there's always one guy out of 3,000. You love writing the essays. Sammy, you're wrong. I told you it was over, bro. No one cares. No one cares. It's a little freaking coin toss in the short term. No one cares, all right? The longer you write your essay, the faster it's going to bounce without you. So just save your breath, man. You know, save your breath. Like, are you going to learn though? We'll see. And like, it's kind of funny, man. Everyone says the same thing. They just listen, bro. There is no retiring in the Bitcoin halving year, okay? Even in the post-Bitcoin halving year, you need a big alt season wave 1 and or /2, okay? Just trying to call the tops on stuff. It's topped. It's topped like P-Dye. It's topped. Yeah, man, like just, you guys couldn't wait to say it's all over, bro. If you just literally just shut your mouth and bought, you'd be up literally almost at 2x in an hour. Yay, okay, it got down 74, 75% on this wick. How much is it down from the top? 48%. Friends, this is the thing, okay? I don't want to hear anyone use the word crash if something's down 50% from the top. That's literally every single altcoin. You cannot find a single crypto altcoin that doesn't do these 50% drops. Every single thing does 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Average is 50. Okay, you know that by now. 50% swings. That just happen in the game. Like, oh, it's crashing, but it's not crashing. What do you mean crash? It's wicking. Wicking around. How come, what about the crash upwards? How about this part? It's kind of funny, right? If you look at it. How come you didn't declare that P-Dye was crashing upwards when it went up 26x in a freaking straight line? Okay, it's still up from literally August. It's still up 13x. Hey, why aren't you crying? It's crashing, man. The US dollar's crashing. The US dollar's crashing against P9. Just being like, look, I understand, man. I know, because dopamine goes in, dopamine goes out. I know this. I'm trying to help you figure yourself out so you move away from the soy and you actually start making the right decisions for once. Also, now, if we continue and let's look at the Hex price chart as well. Hex went down below 1 cent. That was wild. Went down below a cent. People come in, snoop it up. Now it's back to around 2 cents. It's all the same stuff, man. Here we have the combined Hex price back around 2.6 cents. It's interesting, man. If you look at it, it doesn't look like, it just looks like it was normal price action, man. Doesn't it? It does, friends. Honestly, it does. That's what I was saying on the Same Wolf show. God bless everyone. I was telling us, guys, like, I know it sounds weird, okay? And trust me, I've been mogging non-believers from day one. It's really weird how this news event, like you look at it on the chart and you're like, oh, it looks like every other price action. Trust me, I'm really like baffled as well. Like, man, this is like really intense. Are you telling me this is part of the charts as well? Yeah, it is. That's why, man, I told you, network effects and crypto and their fundamentals and attention, how it grows over time. See, people trying to give bad attention to stuff, they're trying to push it down bad, but they're giving attention units. They're boosting the mind share over time. All right, that's it. That's what they're doing. They think they're like, oh, I'm going to FUD this down low, but you're breathing life into it. Friends, you know, maybe in 10 or 20 years, when the government and the science has finally caught up to how cryptos are fundamental, valued, they might have to write laws against like, hey, if you are seen giving like too many mind share units to an illegal currency, you are liable. You can go to jail or something. Okay, like something along that, right? Because that's what you're doing. It would be like if you're not allowed, I guess, to give attention to, maybe there's like an illegal stock or something that's doing something illegal. You see what I mean? But we understand the goods and services of a company, and the stock, we do understand it. So for example, like if you knew a company was committing treacherous crimes against humanity, let's say they were selling bottled water and it was actually poison. Yeah, but if you're willfully like giving loans to the company or you're buying their stock, okay, maybe there's something to think about there, right? But the government's going to have to update these laws. Because what's a mind share unit? How do you even measure that? That's how we're early, man. We're early. Crypto is at 3 trillion. When it's at 30 trillion, you would pretty much guarantee, yeah, there'll be a lot of science and stuff behind it because they'll be able to map these things over time, you know, the marketing and the branding. You know, example, there's limits on advertising on television. You can't just go and say, put like adult pornography or advertise drugs to kids. You can't just go, hey kids, come and take this cigarette. You know, it'll totally make you feel good. You're not allowed to do that. Why? Because they know like, hey, you can't market to them like that. But that's why in crypto, it's the same thing. Okay. But it's open marketing. It's free. It's P2P marketing. How do you stop that? You see, so these are the things that we have to figure out in the future. That's how we know it's still early. And also why you're looking at this thing, and that's why we're looking at, for example, friends, EHEX coming down here and having this smackdown, back down here, but the market's smarter than me and you, friends. Look at this EHEX pulse ratio. It's still holding up. Is that wild? If it was really fatal, these things will be on the floor. These things will be dead if it was fatal. I promise you. If it was really fatal, you hear that again. The leverage slingshot risk should be on the floor, but they're still uptrending on their pulse ratios. That's how you know. And look, friends, I know it's not easy to sit here, but yeah, this is us. I'm here 18 hours a day. That's how you know. I'm baffled. I really am baffled. But yeah, like it scratches your head every time. Like, wow, really? It's happening like this? This is that magical triangle. If you missed it, just to confirm it here for you, confirming our friendship, keep your back straight. I am of the belief, because I've been here a long time, friends. I've seen every single move, all right? I'm not some sort of genius, just here all the time. I believe these Jeets who sold here, let's put on the daily, these Jeets who sold here, they had every intention to sell here, okay? Around next year, May, all right? They had every intention to sell here, May. They were going to hope for a 10x. They weren't going to get it. Instead, it was going to go like 3 or 4. then macroeconomic FUD comes out or something, and they get out here. I believe this FUD, they just got brought forward. Instead of selling in 4 or 5 months, I just sold today. Okay. So, yeah, it sounds like bullish copium, but also no, because we know these assets go up over time. So it's not bullish copium. It's just statistical fact. You check these things, they trend up over time. You got the 4-year cycle. So that's what it is. I know it's crazy, man. It's kind of like these people that I told you they were Jeets. They're like ready to click sell. And then this thing comes out like, oh, I'm definitely out now. Yeah, man. That's just how it happens. It happened to XRP, happened to everything. It does happen to everything. But yeah, sometimes you really hope that, hey, can we get the like upside pushing up part? Maybe we'll get a hyperloop next year. You'll see. So yeah, general comments now, friends. Let me know what you think. When I saw the SEC thing, my gut feeling, this is just my gut, like I'm just being, just like what my instant reaction, I had like a 9 or 10. Like it was a real kick in the nuts. It was like really like bang, 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 like that. It was really 64%, down 66%. It was about a 9 or a 10 in terms of like real gut wrenching, yeah? For this one, it was only about 3 or 4. I don't know why. It's because I naturally knew, hey, perhaps there's abundance buyers out there. Something about this weird 16-year-old kid. Dude, I'll slap the 16-year-old kid myself, bro. Bring me the only 16-year-old kid in the world who doesn't have a phone to record themselves getting bashed allegedly by a billionaire in a stairwell, who they could literally sue for $15 million and retire him and his family in a heartbeat. I want to find this kid. Okay, you retard. I want to find this kid. Just something about it doesn't make sense. Okay, and then they're saying, oh, the sacrifice money is actually ours. No, it's not. No, it's not Finland government. No, it's not yours. Okay, they're my bags. You didn't get shit. You know, it was a different feeling. Also, it could be because I respect America. I don't respect the Estrogen Union. No one does, pretty much. No one does. But these fat, pudgy, pasty, man boob, soy boy, bug eating pieces of trash, great reset scum. Like no one respects them whatsoever all around the world. Donald Trump's laughing at them. Everyone's laughing at him. No one takes him seriously, okay? You got this fat marshmallow guy running the head of state. By the way, they don't even like get voted in. They do their own private background, but no one takes them seriously. You know what I mean? And your GDP's trash. You don't invent anything. Have you seen the Euro Stocks 50? You got the shittest stock indexes. Your GDP's garbage. Your birth rate's trash. You just can't do anything, okay? Literally, the only reason why we can even buy Ponzi stocks on the internet is because they come from America. Anything in the EU, anything they touch, just goes sideways, garbage, okay? So they have absolutely no respect there. I think because I knew that, I just didn't take it seriously. Okay, I just see like a bunch of fat marshmallow dudes walking around just like trying to impose their own will, and it's just like they're totally backwards. Maybe that's just me. Let me know what you think about that. I know, see, I'm not talking about the price action, okay? I'm not talking about that price action reaction. I'm thinking like when you read the news, like, he's a wanted criminal, violence. Doesn't make sense to me, dude. They said Donald Trump was a rapist, sexual, violent, dude, wrong. They said Andrew Tate, some like violent woman basher, criminal. Guys on camera every 15 minutes. What are you talking about? This is thousands. They said CZ was a terrorist financing, child pedophile ring financing guy. That was a bunch of bullshit as well. Roman Semenov, Tornado Cash developer. They said he's a money launderer. But he's just a nerd who wrote some code. What are you talking about? You go on and on and on. John McAfee, you obviously know the ones that. Roger Ver. Just go on and on and on and on. It's just like it's a very, very common theme when it comes to these. Consistently, that there's government overreach. But yeah, man, I know, friends. I know. It just, I'm feeling the same thing too. Why us? Can you just truck off for once? Can you just do it to someone else? What's that saying? God gives you the toughest battles. Why? Because you're the one who's strong enough to take it. He can't give these battles to soy boys. They'll just disintegrate. They'll disintegrate. By the way, I'm going to call you out. If you were such a little bitch that you were dumping on this, bro, go. Listen, if you're dumping on these, listen, you can do what you want. But go tell your parents you're sorry for being born. Like, after everything we've done, after everything you've been through, you think it's a good idea. Hey, man, this thing's down 45, 50% in 4 minutes. Let me sell. What if they just delete the Interpol thing tomorrow? What if it turns out that it was like someone hacked it. All these fans are just, I'm telling you now, man. Like you watched Donald Trump Matrix dodge the bullet from the planned assassin. This is not just an ordinary Soy Bankman-Fried cycle. There's some stuff happening in the background. And I've got 2 candles lit for us. It's going to stay here. I know how you're feeling, but still, I want to hear from you in the comment section, friends. I know you're feeling like, yeah, man, we've come this far. Doesn't mean that it's delayed. Look, I'll just share with you as well. Did I manifest it again? Or did I just read it early? People are going to Jeet early. They all think they're getting a 10x. They think that they're getting up here. But we might stop here. And they all realize their Jeets down here. Maybe that. And then maybe we do actually go get 10x. They just didn't believe hard enough. All those people sell down there. And these people believe in lower, but will actually go up in the second half of the year. Right? Alt season wave 1, alt season wave 2. Oh, man. 2025. Let's go. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Don't forget who loves you. Catch you soon.